If you're tired of every time you pick up your grandson, it's a business decision. Like you're like, okay, here we go. And it's like, what? You having to think that hard to pick up baby boy? That's bad.
Can I say this about the gym? Leave your ego at the door. Thank you.
100%. You ain't gonna be in there long if you do. You're gonna get hurt. Eat well. Whole foods. Just whole foods. Like don't make it so complex. Stay away from the sugar-free stuff. Stay away from the fat-free stuff because fat's good. Okay? And sugars are good for you. Just make sure it's from whole food sources.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Device Girls. Today we have on a very special guest and dear friend, Joshua Miguel Jones.
Yeah.
Welcome to the pod.
Hello, everybody. What's up?
We're so glad you're here. Josh is a former strength and conditioning coach turned med device turned pharma rep. And so we are so excited to deep dive into what makes him him and then kind of talk about what his future looks like.
Yeah.
So let's get into it.
Yeah.
Go ahead and introduce yourself a little
Yeah.
bit.
So what's up, everybody? As she said, Joshua Jones, strength coach, now professional salesman. So yeah, that's in a nutshell, that's kind of who I am. And I'm sure we'll get into this in the show, but I'm actually starting to get back into strength coach Josh Jones because I love it. So yeah, a little bit about me.
Okay, Josh. So talk about your journey into med device, how that happened, why your career and profession prior to just opened that door.
Yeah.
And the traits and qualities and characteristics that kind of translate between both industries.
Yeah. So started in strength and conditioning, actually here in Abilene. So went to college, majored in kines, played college ball. And then got into strength and conditioning and I loved it. Like that's my passion. That's what I love to do. Got married and in strength and conditioning, you work, man. I mean, you're working 10, 12, 14 hours a day, depending on the school that you work for, high school you work for. Like you are working your tail off. And I loved every second of it. But I wanted to have more of a financial say for my future. And so that was one of the reasons that led me into leaving strength and conditioning and getting into sales. And also just having more control over just stability over where I lived. As a strength coach, to really make the good money, you've got to kind of be a traveler. And so, you know, you might be at one place for 1 or 2 years and then go to another place to be there for 1 or 2 years. And then go to another place to be there for 1 or 2 years to try to consistently move up that ladder. And so that puts a lot of strain, potentially could put a lot of strain on your relationship, you know, because your partner probably values stability and wants to kind of nest and grow in a place and be secure at that spot, especially if family is very important to them. They may not want to move a ton. And so I left strength and conditioning because of all those things. I had to figure out, number one, what's a better way to provide? Number two, how can I provide better, but not always have to move and travel so much? And then the third one would be like, how do I still compete at a high level, right? Because I love being around people. I don't like doing simple things that are super, super easy. I like to be challenging and I like to rub elbows with other people who are also like-minded. And so sales was a little bit of all that, but not just sales, right? Because I can go door to door and just start knocking on, you know, and do that. But med device was kind of that picture for me. So that's when I kind of chose to kind of go that route. Yeah.
Okay, so talk a little bit about your journey into the industry, expectations, just how everything unfolded there for you.
Yeah.
How'd you hear about med device?
Yeah. So let me start there because I didn't really even know it was a thing, believe it or not.
Right.
I didn't know.
It's such a big industry, but unless like you know somebody in it, like you don't know.
That's funny because
crazy.
Well, because it is big. It's big, but it's hush hush. It's a small. It's a big small. I don't know if that makes sense or not, right? Like it's a big small. So it's huge. There's a ton of opportunity, but it's kind of out of sight, out of mind if you don't know the people, you don't have friends and family, whoever that's actually in it. And so I am in strength and conditioning, and I know that I've got to figure out a way to take the next step out. So my next step wasn't going from strength coach to med device. I actually went strength coach and then got into the oil field.
Yeah.
That was the first thing. Then moved back to Abilene. And then in the oil field, one of my really good friends, I actually trained him, and he was a baseball player at ACU, one of my athletes. He was already in med device. He was already in sales. And he's like, Coach, dude, I think you would be great like at sales. And I was like, man, I don't know. Like, I don't know anything about it. Like, tell me about it, man. Like, how do I even start? How do I get in? And he was already with this particular robotic company, but he goes, man, let me get you in front of the guy that kind of helped me out.
Yeah.
And so that kind of led there, and had the
All
interview.
about who you know.
And it's so funny, man. Like, this guy's younger than me, and I trained him.
Okay.
Like, I trained this guy.
Yeah.
So you just never know.
Yes.
It's
Connection.
you know what I'm saying? It's just so important to make sure that the people that you come across, that you treat them like you take care of them.
100%.
Because you don't ever know what that person might potentially be able to do for you, right?
Yeah.
You just don't ever know.
Yeah.
And so one of my athletes got me an interview.
Heck yeah.
One of my athletes got me an interview. And so, I started the interviewing process, and
How's
so,
that?
the interviewing
Did
process.
it surprise you?
Man, look, I mean, I didn't really, how do I say this? I didn't truly understand how long that process is, because mine was not, it wasn't like a
wham bam, thank you, ma'am.
No. So, excuse me, I started the interview process, and the first start, it takes like maybe 2 to 3 months. And then I had to start over and then go through that process again.
Yeah.
So I went through the interviewing process twice. I didn't go through it just one time.
And for reference, like med device interview processes can take, depending on the company, it can take like literally 3-4 months.
A year.
10.
Yeah. I mean,
plus easy interviews. It just is not.
So I had 6. So mine was 6. So first 3 months, boom, start over, do it again.
Yeah. Well, did you have any non-official interviews, but they're interviews?
So every single touch point was an interview.
Correct.
Let's just be clear real quick.
Yes.
So there were a few times where I knew I was in an interview because I'm, suited and booted. And then there were other times where it's just a call. And that call is an interview.
It's still an interview.
Or hey man, let's go get a sandwich or whatever. That's also an interview.
Yeah.
And so honestly, I mean, I had, I don't know, each 3-month block, maybe 3 to 5 interviews, but it might have been more than that.
Yeah.
Because they really wanted to see like, who's this Josh Jones guy?
Yeah.
And then at the same time, since Abilene is so small, there were other people that vouched for me that knew the person I was interviewing with. Like, who is this Josh Jones guy? So people were like backtracking, like, who is this guy?
Yeah.
Is he who he says he is?
Networking is the most important part.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
So
it all checked out. I mean, it all checked out great, but I was reading books.
Yeah.
I mean,
self-help, money management.
Oh my God, I'm telling you, sending emails, doubling down on emails. I mean, sending emails right after I finished an interaction, a one-to-one interaction. I'm sending an email about that interaction. I mean, it was a full-time job interviewing.
Yeah. It is.
That's what it was. 100%. But it was challenging, but it was good. And then you want to talk about the times where you're kind of stuck in the unknown phase. Like, did I do enough? That's tough, but that's just kind of part of it, man. So yeah.
So as a strength and conditioning coach, I'm assuming you don't hear like no all the time. Like, your athletes aren't gonna be like, no, coach, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
So that's a huge difference between that industry and med device, because we hear no all the time.
Yeah. Well, it's funny you say that. So you're not going to get a no, I'm not doing that with verbally, but body language.
Yeah.
So my athletes will tell me no based on how they show up.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So let's say we got a workout on the board. This is in-season training, and it's a Saturday. We had our game on Friday, and you're tired. You're tired. Okay, you got home late. The last thing you want to do is get up early the next morning and hear Coach Jones screaming about a workout because you just worked out.
Yeah.
I just played in a football game, homie.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so in those moments, you're not gonna get a no because they got to be there. They got to show up. But their body language,
You're gonna get a
yeah, or shoulders down, like shoulders just down, head down, maybe limping. Right? They're tired. Their body tells you, man, I just want to eat a pizza and go to sleep. Like I just don't feel like dealing with it. And so in those times is where you got to sell as a strength coach. So my best athletes were the ones who needed to know the why behind the madness. So if I'm going to build out this training program and I got to create buy-in with these guys, like they want to know the why because I'm beat up, I'm tired. Like, why do you have me bending my knee and squatting after I just, for 3 hours, were pushing and pulling on other 300-pound humans? Explain to me why I need to do this right now. And so I think when you do that and you create buy-in, and the third thing is when they know as a strength coach, you are doing the same program that they're doing.
Yeah.
So I would work out with my guys.
Okay.
I'd work out with them. So if we got, speaking of off season, if we got 15 timed 110s in the heat of August and they're in pads, right? Or they just finished a practice, I'm hoodied up on the turf with my cleats.
Yeah.
Running timed 110s.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom. So I learned that from my strength coach.
Yeah.
He's still a strength coach right now. He's in high school. He just left a big time college, but he was the guy that really installed in me like how to, we call it sales. I call it creating buy-in.
Yeah. Is
you gotta be a craftsman and you gotta be able to still be the student as you're teaching.
Yeah.
And so that's how I created buy-in, and that's how I dealt with the no's. Because there were no's, they just weren't verbally no's. They were walking in like body, like I ain't doing this today, bro.
Well, I certainly digress because that is really the same process.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's so it got like.
But it's a very interesting perspective to hear because like, I don't know. I'm just like in shock right now, amazed because you sold me on it.
Same thing in strength and conditioning. So that's one correlation that I was able to bring over from strength and conditioning is, man, like these doctors, which to me, they're athletes, it's just in a different form. Like they still need to be bought in and you can't just talk at them.
Yeah.
You gotta teach with them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So anywho. So yeah.
And there's a little bit of competitive advantage with that, I think, too, because they're like, you're not even a surgeon, bro. Let me get in there.
Absolutely. 100%. 100%.
Yeah.
That builds so much respect, man. Like that, that is, I don't know. That's the sale right there to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay. So talk about getting into the industry. What were your expectations?
Man, it was so out of sight, out of mind for me. I didn't know really what to expect.
See, this is it's great to hear from him because he didn't really have like a super big background perspective or talked with other professionals and colleagues in it. He's just kind of like, this guy told me about it and I'm jumping in.
Green. I was so green. Yeah.
Which I almost think might be better at times.
Yeah. I agree. But you're just wide open.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't know what you don't know.
You don't know what you don't know, man.
It's true.
You don't know what you don't know. So it was definitely a little bit of like the fear of the unknown. Big time imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
You know, especially when I got into training, because I was like, man, after you everybody gets up, hey, my name is da 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 da, right? You got to get up and kind of introduce yourself.
And you talk about your background.
Man, I'm like, dude, like ain't nobody, like everybody's got at least 1 to 5 years.
Yeah.
And I got this much.
Yeah.
I got none. And so I'm like, man, I guess I would say that my expectations of the industry were probably man, dude, it's so hard for me to pinpoint. I didn't think that it was I'll tell you this much. I didn't know that it was going to take this much paying attention, like to detail in the study part.
Yeah.
I would say that, right? Like you got to really be a student of the game to be very, very good at this. So that was something that I didn't know, but I respect it. So I'd say that's the first thing. But I had to learn that, like that part came through me learning the industry and then being like, okay, it's a lot of reading, it's a lot of studying to really be well at this job. And maybe that's more specific to what the robotic community holds, I don't know. But I didn't really have any perceived notions because I didn't really know, man. I was just excited to kind of be in there and try to figure out a way to be really good. So yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And then as you progress through your journey in career and role, how did you overcome that imposter syndrome?
Yeah. So weird. So by trying my best to be over prepared, especially when it came to training and helping others.
And for other future reps who are watching this, what advice would you give them?
Yeah.
In that preparation.
Yeah,
work?
easy.
What did that look like for you?
Yeah, just have a teachable spirit. I think that's the biggest thing is you gotta have a teachable spirit. And so I know people say be curious and all those things, and those are all good stuff. I'm not saying that's not part of it, but you gotta have a teachable spirit. You gotta be open to really wanting to learn. And you gotta do your own self-study. And so if we go back to training, because training is where like it all kind of started for me, where I started kind of feel like, okay, maybe I can do this. But the whole time in training, dude, I never, and this is something that probably overachievers always feel like, but you never feel ready. At least I never did. Like we took, I don't know how many tests we had to take. I don't know how many, but it was a ton. But I can remember every time always feeling like, man, I'm always behind the ball. I'm the last one in my graduating class at training.
Yeah.
Cause that's how it's segmented. Okay. But I just feel like, man, there's no way I'm doing good. Like I don't feel like I'm making an impact. And I ended up finishing top 5 and was nominated almost being one of the MVPs. So we were top 5 in the class. And then if you'd asked me, Josh, you think you're like runner up for being an MVP here? Heck no. Runner up for almost getting like fired, maybe.
Whatever.
Maybe that.
What?
But no, it's true. Like people that, I don't want to say overachievers, but
that's
whatever you want to call it. But you're never satisfied.
Never.
Never ever. There's always something else to be done. There's always something higher to be working for.
And then I were talking about this last night. Just you're always moving the bar. Like you're always moving the bar to the next level or setting the next goal, and so focused on that I think sometimes too we also forget to take a step back and be like, whoa, look at what I've done. Like
you never do that.
Clap for yourself.
You never
like
do that. Yeah.
Why don't we do that?
Because I think again, take this or leave it with a grain of salt. But I think in the personality of somebody who pushes and who's at the top, one of the reasons why they're at the top, I think it's because they never set time to look at the things they do well. They always look at the things that could be better.
Yep.
Which is why they're number one. So remember this. And I think this is so true. I think this is part of a principle of being great, not good. Okay. Not average. I think if you want to be great, I think you're already saying that you're okay with pushing at something in an unhealthy way. Like you've already signed that contract. And so if that is you, then you're probably not going to look at the things you've done well because that's not optimal.
Yeah.
Right. I always talk about like Nick Saban. He's there. He's like that because he's maniacal when it comes to pushing for being the best. And what's going to make you the best is not going to be trying to double down at things you already do well.
Yeah.
It's just not going to do it.
It's getting out of your comfort zone.
It's getting out of your and living. I won't even say getting out. No. You live there. Like I live uncomfortable. I'm just going to be real comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to live right there. And if you do that, which again, I'm not saying it's for everybody. That's how you always, you got a higher chance of winning at a high level more consistently if you do that. But it comes with a price.
Yeah.
Don't mistake that.
Yeah,
It's very true.
No,
So,
that's 100% true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good
So,
stuff.
yeah.
So you have now transitioned to
I have.
pharma.
Yeah.
Talk about kind of like what led you to that and where you're at now.
Yeah. So med device at the particular company that I was at, super grateful for what they done for me, man. Like they've done so much. They expedited my process of being I would say, good salesman. They did that. They did it. And I think nobody does it better than they do. Nobody. They've got great things going for them. And there's a reason why they're number one. But just like I said before, I have a huge passion for strength and conditioning. And my life right now looks a lot different than it did when I was at that company.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm able now to spend a lot more time in learning how I can get back into strength and conditioning.
Mm-hmm.
And so one of my first moves I had to do to try to put more time into strength coaching and really getting back into that is I had to leave the robotic company so I can have more time, so I can put more time into my passion and get back into coaching. Because you couldn't do both at that job. There's just no way. There's just no way. And I didn't want to be a complainer and I work too much. Like I don't get down with that, man. Either you're gonna
change your situation.
That's it, man, or shut up. Like you're either gonna rise to the occasion and do what it takes at said job, whatever job, or don't. And that's okay. You just gotta move. You just gotta move on. And so I left the company that I was currently at, and it wasn't because they were bad or whatever. Like they're the best at what they do. I just didn't want to continue to do what it takes to be great at that job because my passion didn't lie there.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I understood that. And so I leave there and then I get into pharma, which pharma is great. But I have a lot more time now, if it's managed correctly, to still pour into strength and conditioning and help people and help change people's lives through losing weight, and more specific, men who really need to lose a lot of weight, 50 plus pounds. I help them. So that's kind of why I left where I was.
Now that you've been in both sides of the industry,
sure.
Talk a little bit about the differences.
Yeah. So my experience, not gospel, anecdotal experience here. So again, take it or leave it. This is my story. All right. You asked me, so I'm gonna tell you.
Dude, wait a minute.
Oh, my bad. Is that too much?
Why do you remind me of Kevin Hart?
Oh, because I look like him.
Because he does.
Because I look like him. No, I wish I had a
Kevin Hart.
Oh yeah. Dude, I wish I had $1 every time somebody said that. I wish I'd be rich.
I've been like, he's been talking, and like last night at dinner too, I'm like,
is that Kevin or Josh? Who is that?
You're Kevin Hart. Actually, Kevin Hart, can you we're tagging you in these videos.
Hey, if you want an awesome personal trainer,
you got a doppelganger. Anyway, sorry,
funny.
cut you off.
Good. No, it's good. That's funny. But I forgot where I was after I got left.
Okay,
ask me again.
Okay,
between
differences. My story. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And so it's hard for me to say the difference between the whole entire industry boom and the whole time, because I haven't been at a lot of places in med device, and I haven't been a lot of places in pharma. But between the two companies that I was at, I would say, the study and the prep time that it takes to be great in robotics is, it's just unmatched. It's just unmatched. If you're going in to support, you've got the best tool known to man. You need to make sure you understand the apparatus in and out. Okay. You also need to understand your surgeon. So hopefully you understand him or her. And you also need to be able to understand the procedure steps in the case.
And I truly think that goes for all advice. No matter what equipment, technology you sell or or that you supply to a surgeon. It's so important.
I think the largest thing too is like you have to understand why that surgeon is doing what they are doing at that point in time in that case. And if you don't know, open your mouth and ask.
Yeah.
Ask questions.
Yeah. No, I agree. But I mean, in pharma, you're not doing a lot of that.
Yeah.
In the place that I'm in, I got 2 things that I sell, and it's a pill, and that's about it. Now, I'm not saying it's super easy because you still have to learn some things, and I'm still learning, but it's just not the same. And the healthcare providers, their energy and personality is different. They're not cutting somebody open. Let's just keep it real. It's totally different.
Now, has that been a weird transition for you though? Because like on the pharma level, that's more understanding like physiology and like toxicology and explain that a little bit.
Yeah. So the training part, I'm still in the training, and I haven't even started like the official training yet.
Okay.
So I'm still in, I don't know what you call, what do you call it? So right now I'm titled as a market rep.
Okay.
So I had to take a few tests, pass those exams. And so now I'm at the point where I'm able to go out and like practice what I learned via the script that I had to pass. But as far as like getting into like what you just said,
the mechanism,
that's not going to be until like next month for me. And they just do things a little different, But yeah, man, it's just the doctors are a little, the pace is a little slower, the energy's a little lighter. You can sit down and have a lunch with the providers, and they're not like, it's just not the same.
Well, they're on this fast-paced surgery schedule.
Yeah. And again, they're not having to cut somebody open. I mean, they are honest about it. So when I tell them I come from the OR, and I tell them the exact company I work for, like their eyes get big, like, oh, whoa, okay, we know, yeah. Well, I got a friend, matter of fact, and they look, I mean, so it's totally different, totally different energy. So pace is a lot different. So, and it's more consistent.
Yeah,
it's a little more consistent, a lot less highs and lows. So yeah,
it's just a different ball game, a different monster.
100%, not the same, not even the same. And some of that stuff kind of got me in trouble at first because I was still moving at like a faster pace. And it's like, you need to slow down.
Yeah.
We don't need to be
running.
No. Like, why are you running right now? We're good. There's no need for that.
Just job.
And you're like, because this is what I'm used to.
Yeah. You start running. It's like, slow down. Just take it to a stride. Whoa. Your stride is even a run. Wait, take it even slower than that. Wait a minute.
Yeah. I think it's a good perspective for people who maybe are looking into getting into this space of really understanding the differences between the two industries, because it is like med device so fast, like always moving, always going. The OR does not sleep. Surgery does not stop. Clinics are different. Like pharma is just, it is a slower game. And I mean, offices are open 8 to 5, like Monday through Thursday type of, so it's just very, and I think for people looking to be a part of this industry, it's good to understand where you want to be and like what type of personality you have, because there are different fits that fit perfectly into these roles, but you have to know what you're getting yourself into to be successful.
It's a totally different pace.
I mean, I think it's important, but I think it's also like, I think both jobs are equally as important. It's just where you want to be.
The personality type, like you said. I was
going to say, what traits do you think make up a good rep?
Yeah.
But also it can be it could also be just like, you could be a super highly ambitious person and you want to change a pace in a different lifestyle. You can be a mother that, hey, now you have 2 babies at home and you need to chill out and can't be running all the time. Yeah. So, I mean, I think both have their quirks. Both have their pros and cons.
And I don't know if this is fully accurate, but I would, if I had to correlate it to like a game or an athlete,
okay.
I could be wrong, man. I don't know. I'm just going to throw this out there. So you guys take it or leave it. Man, I feel like med device is like football.
Okay.
I think med device is like football. And depending on the company that you go two is going to determine like the position you got to be good at.
Mhm.
Okay.
Like I think the company that I just came from would fit a personality trait of a quarterback linebacker.
Okay.
Smart, big, fast, athletic. Don't get really high when they make a mistake.
Mhm.
You know, they're just very witty. They're quick. I think that's a med device type.
Okay.
I would say on that side. And then on the other side, man, I would say maybe like and again, I don't know if this is accurate or not, but it's maybe like a baseball. I don't know, where it still takes a certain type of person.
Yeah.
But you don't have to always keep your head on a swivel because nobody's going to take your head out like that.
That's true.
No, that's actually a great
know what I'm
analogy
saying?
because I love watching football on
Yeah,
TV.
football's
But the only
different.
way I'm watching a baseball game is if I'm there in person. I'm not watching that on TV.
Yeah, it's not.
Have you
as
ever
fun.
sat there and watched a
have.
bit? I'm
On
sorry,
TV.
it's slow.
I
It's
was
just-
like,
it's
you
just a
can
little
watch
slower.
football on
Yeah.
the telly, and
Yes.
you're just like, this is great. Like
Yeah.
you're into it.
Yeah.
But baseball, you're kind of like.
But listen,
But if you're at the game, you're like, this is great.
here's a
the
correlation
vibe.
though. But here's a correlation, right? Like
Yeah.
in football, there's so many things going on like
Yeah.
that.
Yes.
Pow, 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 pow. I mean, you could be in zone, right? Because I played football. I'm in zone.
Yeah.
Okay. I see the ball. Boom. I break on the ball. And then before you know it, somebody's coming to peel my cap. And I never seen the guy. Boom. I'm
Yeah.
gone. Right? Like that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you got to be ready, or quarterback, right? You're Tom Brady. You're doing great. You throw an interception.
Yeah.
If you let that linger, you're going to throw another one. So you just
Yeah.
got to, boom, take the roses with the thorns and keep going.
Yeah.
But like in baseball is a very challenging sport.
It is.
It
But you
is.
got time.
Yes.
You can sit back.
Mm-hmm.
You can study in the game.
Yeah.
It's just a slower pace. It's a slower pace jab or mark where it's
Mhm.
not go, set, hut, boom. And then whatever you shoot,
Yeah.
that's what
Yeah.
you got to deal with, what you got to live with.
Yeah.
Versus baseball is not really like that, you know?
Yeah.
Because it meant that like in pharma, the sale is still challenging, especially
yeah.
if you don't know
Oh.
what you're doing.
Yeah.
Especially if you don't know the doc, like if you don't know it, but it's just you got time.
Mm-hmm.
Football, go. Whatever you did
no
it's
time.
out there, dude.
Yeah.
You make a mistake, next play, boom. All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's that. So again, like it or not, I don't. That's kind of my
That's a
take.
good analogy.
That's my take.
I love that.
agree.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, it's also just like, I mean, you can be, I don't know, 4:00 on a Friday in med device and it's so and so added this on and we
Oh,
gotta
100%.
Yeah.
boom, boom,
Supportive.
boom. And especially in like my realm,
Yeah.
hey, we don't have anything on
Yeah.
hand at the hospital for
Yeah.
this. So you gotta
gotta
run
go figure it
here.
out. Yeah.
We gotta go get this. Oh, and by the way, hopefully SPD is still there to process that tray for you.
Yikes.
And that's a whole nother animal in itself.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just different.
Very, very. And see,
But
okay,
both are great.
like at 5:00, no more. Nobody's calling me.
Yeah.
That's a
Well,
wrap.
yeah. I mean, at
You know
4
what I'm saying?
o'clock, doctors are like, the hell
What are you
coming in
doing?
my
What are you
office
doing here, dude?
Like-
Like what the heck?
tomorrow?
Yeah.
Walk
what are
in
you
the
doing?
door, turn around.
Come
Yeah,
during
for
my
sure.
business hours.
Come back Monday.
I know
sure.
it's 4, but this
Yeah.
is not
Yeah.
optimal
This
business
is
hour.
not time, dude.
Yeah.
You know, and so it's you know what? We're closed. It's lunchtime. I'll walk up door, boop, door's closed. Oh, can't. Like it's a different pace versus
Mm-hmm.
it could be 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3 in the morning. Like it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Your phone rings or you got a dinner.
Yeah.
Like you got to go be able to go play and go execute right
Mhm.
now.
Yeah. You're
You know.
always on.
It's just different, man.
Yeah.
Not saying it's right or wrong. You just gotta pick your poison.
Yeah.
What cup do you want to drink from?
Mhm.
That's just up to you. You got to choose.
I think that people in this industry, though, they do make great entrepreneurs.
Mhm.
100%.
They make great entrepreneurs.
Yep.
Because as an entrepreneur,
That's how it goes.
yeah.
Money
You're-
likes speed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You gotta be quick.
Yeah.
I said the same thing. I think again, football.
Yeah.
Just gotta.
No, it's true. It's
Yeah.
true. When we had Jody on, she's, we were she actually surprised us. She asked us a couple questions.
Yeah.
And one of the, I don't even really know what the question was. I can't remember exactly what the question was, but she basically asked kind of how we operate like differently. And I had told her, things like how I am, and this may be psycho, but I just operate at such a different level that it's not that I don't think through things. It's not that I'm not, I don't understand and outweigh like risk versus reward and like those sort of things. But I'm also kind of like, well, I move. Like I'm going to execute. I'm willing to fail 10 times before half of the people are going to take step one.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
So I'd rather learn 20 ways not to do it. I mean, think about how Thomas Edison invented the light bulb.
It can also be the same though, like, because I am different than Sarah in that way. I'm very like analytical.
Yeah.
I still move at a I'm not slow.
Yeah,
I still move at a fast pace, but I just like, I'm more, I don't want to call it calculated, but I'm just more like calculated.
Methodical.
Like, okay, let every situation here, what's the consequence?
Yeah.
So it's really like, I don't know. I think both are great. Like, because sometimes, and that's where Sarah and we talk about this. We balance each other really well because sometimes, like, she's quick.
Just go.
And I'm like, okay, good.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, wait, can we take a second here and just like, wait, I need to think about it a little more.
Yeah.
Can't decide that quick. Like, so like, but it's a good, like, amazing balance.
Yeah.
See, I shoot. I just shoot. I'm probably like you.
Yeah.
I just shoot, man. But it's not that I don't. Again, it's not that I'm not thinking. It's not that I'm not thinking about what could happen.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, man, I would rather try and go and execute and potentially fail.
I love the word "what if"
than to never try it out. I'm just gonna go.
Yeah.
And
what if it works?
That's what I'm saying. And like for me, maybe not for everybody. For me, I'll learn better by doing versus sitting there and planning and thinking and this is how I think it's going to potentially work and this is the weather for the like. Man, is it going to rain or what? Like, let me just go. Like that's just kind of me.
I mean,
that's just kind of me.
I can be that way. I'm not saying that I don't take a risk.
No doubt.
No doubt.
But
no doubt.
I just think it through a little more.
Yeah.
Like, and you know what? Sometimes
which is good.
I'm not saying this is healthy, by the way.
No. Sometimes it can bite you in the ass, but sometimes
100%.
my way bites me in the ass. Because I'm like, can I just make a freaking decision already?
No doubt.
Might as well just shoot.
Yeah. Sometimes
like,
man,
you shoot and score. Sometimes you don't score.
You don't score.
Yeah.
So it's just but I love that. But anyway, so since we're on that talk track, what is next for Josh Jones and fitness?
Yeah. So long term, so what I'm working on right now, I have a big passion for, and this came from actually from being in sales.
Okay.
But there are between the ages men 30 to 50 years old. A lot of success. They're doing great at their job. Most of these guys are probably ex-athletes or they were very active before they got into sales. And they kind of slowly start to gain weight because they are married to climbing the corporate ladder because of the payoff it has for their family. So it's not something that's in vain, even though you're like, well, you're going to get unhealthy for money. It's like, no, man, I got 2 kids and a wife and I'm really trying to put us in a better situation. And so they trade that for their health.
Yeah.
They trade it in a big way for their health. They kind of put their health on the back burner and they gain a ton of weight. I actually just got off the phone with a guy today, which he's gonna do it.
Right.
My guy, love him. Pushing 450.
Wow.
Pushing 450. 6'3". But he's financially doing great. But it came at a cost.
Yeah.
And so he was at one point very in shape. But not right now, you know? And he is in a position right now where he's got grandkids and he goes to try to play with them, pick them up. And it's tough to just get up and take a few steps and go pick up your granddaughter. And he's like, dang it, dude.
Yeah.
How long am I going to do this?
Yeah.
What the heck, dude? Okay. Wife's good. Kids are good. I'm doing pretty well. but I'm not doing well at all.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't even sit down for long periods of time and not like have to adjust a little bit. And there's so many people that are like that. And so my heart goes out to them. So like that is the people that I want to help. I love training athletes, but there's no, like, to me, the world doesn't need another strength coach to help a guy go from a 4.4 to a 4.39. There's enough people out there in the world that can get you bigger, stronger, faster as an athlete. Mm-hmm. And so I really want to be able to serve that market. And so right now I am building online training platform to help those men. Because I used to see them all the time. Mm-hmm. And so there's definitely a need for that. So yeah, so that's kind of what the future looks like right now. If you were to say, hey, the next 3 to 5 years, Josh, what do you see yourself doing full time? It's that. That's what I want to do. Because at the end of the day, I think if you can really fix that, then maybe you'll have less people taking these medications and on a table having to get cut open at 30, 40, 50, 60 years old because of what they did in their 30s, 40s, and 50s.
Yeah.
I think that's actually incredible. And I've never heard of that before. Yeah. But this is like, I think we were just talking about this last night. But I think it's important for people to like sit back and sometimes reflect, like, especially people like us, you get addicted to the grind, you get sucked in, and it's like, it's so easy to, and I am a victim of this too, even like being a freaking bodybuilder. Mm-hmm. It's easy to pawn off the gym. It's easy to pawn off the meal prepping. It's easy to say, well, this is just quicker. I'm going to go get this because I got to sit down and do this till 1, 2 a.m. And you're drilled into that.
I know.
But on the flip side of that, it's like, okay, am I fulfilled in other areas of my life? And everything else might be great too. But are you taking care of yourself still? Mm-hmm. Are you fulfilled in love? Are you fulfilled in your relationship with God? Are you fulfilled in your own health? Because at the end of the day, you can be financially stable. You can be making millions. You can have all this money and all this money to provide for your family. But if you're not here in 5 years,
for what?
Does it matter?
For what?
Yeah.
For what? And so this was a eye-opening. This was like an awakening for me. And during the training for the robotic company, I still worked out. Mm-hmm. Like I still worked out. But after that was 4 month stint when I actually got into the field and I had to move and I was by myself, and you remember the whole story. I mean, there's supposed to be, and tell me if I'm wrong because I forget, but there's supposed to be how many reps per territory? 5 reps? I don't even know.
Yeah. More than
what I had. Mm-hmm. And it was just me and Jesus. All right. That was it.
He was holding your hand the whole way.
That was a wrap. That's all it was. Me and the Lord God Almighty. That was it. Okay. And I was brand new. So it was a struggle. It was a struggle, man. But I started to gain weight. Because I wasn't going to the gym and I was just taking what was easy. And I was like, dude, I have to figure out a way to manage this deal. Mm-hmm. And I didn't get like super fat. I got super fat to me.
Yeah.
Going from walking around 6% body fat to going to like 12 to 15.
Yeah.
That is for me. I'm like, what the heck, dude? Yeah. Like, what are you doing? And
but also that's okay because everybody has things they don't like about themselves.
That is true.
And there are things that make you feel unhealthy just as other things make other people feel unhealthy. True. And that's okay.
Yeah. It's my standard.
Exactly.
For myself,
exactly.
I'm a weirdo and I own that. Hey, y'all, I'm weird. And that's cool.
Same here.
It's all right. Some people are supposed to be weird. I am not a normal person. And you know what? It's okay. I'll take that.
If you're normal, you're weird.
Yeah, sure.
If you're not weird, you're
wait. We'll take
if you're not normal. Okay.
But
anyway.
But I get what you're saying.
Yeah. Okay. But some of those principles that I had to follow to lose that weight, or some of the same principles that I teach my clients. But that's what gave me the passion, because I'm thinking, man, if I am struggling and this is what I love to do, literally, it's not a chore. I just don't get to do what I love to do because I'm so consumed with this deal. Then there's got to be people who don't even don't like working out, don't like drinking water. Like they're just naturally, they're addicted to being unhealthy. They need help if I'm struggling.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of where the idea came from. But yeah.
It is interesting too, I think, being in this space, like seeing patients on the table, and when you take the time to ask the questions and try to understand the comorbidities, or like, just the background of that patient and some of the history, and then what has maybe played into why they're here on the table. Like you just have a newfound like perspective of your health. Like, do I want to be here? I mean, for me at least, like, do I want to be here? Do I want to be in these situations? Do I want to I don't know. Like, that's just where my mind goes.
It's a reality check.
It is.
It's a reality check.
Yeah. It's just,
you see somebody get rolled into the OR and they're older or whatever, but they're super, super overweight. And you go back to your life in the past 3 weeks, you've been on the road, and the choices that you have been making, because you are convinced that you have to be married to this job, and you go, okay, if I continue this for the next 3 to 5 years, picking up these bad habits, that might be me. And I know that's that might be extreme, but that's kind of how I think. Well, that's a reality check for me. It's like, man, okay, I need to get this under control. I need to not let this job consume me.
Yeah.
To the point where I could potentially be some version of that person. Maybe not like that, but some version of being unhappy because of my choices.
Yeah. And what I mean, too, we also see this huge perspective of it's not always their fault.
Yeah.
And that too is it's the truth. Like there are underlying medical reasons.
Yeah.
But even though you have those, what type of a fighter and a person are you going to be to try to optimize and get your health back and into that better place too? So that's a big, let me
ask you all this. Go ahead.
And the craziest and saddest part about it too is, no matter what part of the industry you're in, you see how gaining weight and things like that can be so unhealthy. Like whether you're in ortho, you're in spine, you're in bariatrics, you see it from that standpoint. But then you see, why are people getting new hips? Why are people getting new knees? Why are people having to have spine surgery? And a lot of times the underlying issue is
the weight and pressure on your skeletal system
and being unhealthy. And it's okay. I'm not saying that
I love my Cheetos.
I mean,
I love hot Cheetos.
I'm just saying that like there, but there obviously is there is a problem. And like, I think it's great that like people like Josh are trying to help fix it. And I think this is just my opinion, but I definitely think in America, I don't understand why unhealthy food is like cheaper than the healthier, and we won't even go down that rabbit hole unless you want to.
I know,
but
it makes you mad, doesn't it?
It
is.
That's
a fact.
For a reason, by the way. I think. Yeah.
Oh, it is for sure for a reason.
For sure. No doubt. Let me ask you this, both of you.
Okay.
So you said, because there's something you mentioned, like there's some things that people can't control. For real. I mean, that's factual. There are some things that people can't control. Let me ask you this. What percentage of things, let me ask it this way. The majority of people that you think that are on the table, do you think the majority of their reasons being there is based off of something that they could control?
I don't know. I mean, we see so much, and I mean, cancer, like you can't control. Well, I mean, everything.
Man, I just don't know. That's
I
what I'm
guess
saying.
functions of that. But
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is probably
I
giving
get
me
you.
cancer. Like, it is true, but I think it like that just is where it opens up a whole can of worms of like, what do we have available to us to put into our bodies, and that what like that's just different.
What do you think?
Ask the question again.
Yeah. So based off of people that are on the table, they're sick, or pharma, like either one, right? You've got to take this medication for the rest of your life, whatever. Do you think they're in that situation, most of them, because of their choices, or is it not? Is it because this is the hand that life dealt you? Like, which one, if you had to lean towards the side?
No,
you had to choose a side.
I think there are unique circumstances in which certain people can't control it, but I think I think this way because I'm more of like a sports minded, and I majored in biomedical sciences, and I understand on like nutrition level how like carbs and fats and proteins and everything affect your body and the way that it is structured, and your adipose tissue and your muscles, and how and then also don't forget your heart is a muscle, and your lungs are, and so it's like and your skeleton, how it reacts to building when you're building muscle. So it's like it's all related.
I agree.
And I think there are unique circumstances in which people cannot help it. So I'm not saying,
but I will say,
but what side are you on though? The majority? You think the majority is I can't control?
No, majority is they can control.
So the majority you would say,
because I think we all have to be real with ourselves. Like, me sitting here every single day is the forefront of my mind, actively like how am I fueling my body? What's going into my body? Like, how am I taking care of my body? What vitamins, what minerals, what supplements, what food, and then how am I exercising? Like, how am I moving? Like, what are my movement patterns? I mean, I realistically, do I think no, it's just no. I mean, because why? Because we all have families, we all have jobs, we all have blah, 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 that get in the way. And so no, like, I don't think 90% of the 90+% of the people, God bless you, are that's the forefront of everybody's mind.
I don't even know if you got to get that complex, man. Because if it was that complex, it would be hard, right? Like, I don't think, maybe you don't need to know all of that stuff, but I don't know. I would say that I think the majority of our issues of being sick is probably because of our life choices.
You know what
that's and again, I'm not a doctor, but that's just what I believe.
No, I agree. You know what I think is really, really hard too in today's society is that there are so many different things, and tell me if you don't agree with this, but there are so many different things out there on TV or whatever. Try this, and it becomes so freaking complicated, and all these people are spending so much money and time, and I'm going to take this supplement and I'm going to try this and blah, 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 blah. Hey, back it up for a second.
Yeah.
Take it back to the freaking basics.
That's it.
Go outside and
touch some grass.
Easy.
You don't even have to go outside to walk.
Yeah.
Go, if you have stairs, go up and down your stairs for an hour. Walk around your living room for an hour. Like, let's go back to the basics.
Yeah, it's real simple.
Get some chicken at the store and cook your chicken. But it's like, it's become so complicated, and I feel for people because they don't even know where to start.
Yeah. Well,
because it's like they're being fed all this different,
and that's on purpose. Like, I agree. Like the confusion is where you fall, because it you don't know where to go. Mm-hmm. By the way, I respect Jody and what she's doing, because I know she's in the fight too, like, and really wanting to help people. So Jody, if you're watching, respect, homie, keep it up. I like what you're doing. Really, really respect. But no, that's the deal, man. Like, eat well, whole foods, just whole foods. Like, don't make it so complex. Stay away from the sugar-free stuff. Stay away from the fat-free stuff, because fat's good. Okay. And sugars are good for you. Just make sure it's from whole food sources.
Like fruit.
I mean, just get real simple. It's kind of like, just get back to God. Boom. I'm going to take all that. I'm going to get back to how God intended on me to eat, right? And I'm not trying to push anybody, push my faith on anybody, but that's just kind of how I think, man. I'm gonna eat whole foods. I'm gonna eat great sources of protein, carbs, fats, and then I'm gonna live an active, healthy life. And I'm just gonna put that on repeat. And by the way, as far as if you want to work out, I'm gonna do all the grandfather lifts and make sure I load my exoskeleton often enough to where I can recover from it, because I don't want to get crazy. So I'm going to train at this level so I can recover well, and then I'm just going to slowly bump up so my body can progress. And before you know it, you're a lot stronger, you're a lot leaner. It's real simple, but it's very boring, and sometimes people don't like that. But that's how you get.
It's boring and monotonous. But like I loved one thing that Jody said yesterday. She's like, you don't even have to have a weight. She's like, go outside and pick up a rock.
Dude.
Yeah. I'm like,
keep it stupid simple, dude.
The other thing that I hate too about society now, and everybody has fallen victim to this, but some people, and my mom's even talked about this. She's like, I walk into the gym and I don't even know where to start, because everything has become so complex now, and everybody's worried about who's looking at them, who's judging them, and how do I do this, and yada, yada, yada. Yeah. And so like, and people ask me, and please give your advice on this, but people ask me and I'm like, look, start with the basics. I'm like, take a 5-pound weight and do some squats, do some bicep curls. Like, the stuff that you know how to do. Don't go get on a fancy machine.
Don't do that.
Like,
no.
But what is your advice on that?
Yeah, so if I got a guy, perfect example, right? The guy that I'm getting ready to train, I said he's pushing 450, right? So if you got somebody who wants to get in the gym and they start there, or they're brand new, right? They haven't worked out in 15, 20 years. Just start with learning how to move your body correctly. Believe it or not, if you watch people, most people don't know how to squat. Just body weight. Like literally squat down and stand up. They can't do that at a high level. So just do body weight stuff, man. Like be able to master how you do a push-up,
Oh, my push-up sucks.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
But that's all right. Like give yourself enough grace to start there. Then after you've mastered, how to do a squat, how to do a lunge, a reverse lunge, like literal just movements, right? Learning how to move in these different planes that your body should naturally be able to move in, but you can't because you've been so sedentary your whole life. Like after you do that, then start gradually putting in a dumbbell or two. Very slowly, but this is a process though. This is the long game. This is not 30-day fix.
Yeah.
This is not a 10-minute, 5-minute workout. This is, I'm going to change how I live. It's going to be this is going to be a lifestyle change. I'm going to do this for the rest of my life so that way I can move better. And then again, movement is medicine. Like that's the medicine is movement.
It is.
So that way you're able to pick up your grandkids at 60 years old. Like you should. I said it on Instagram the other day. Guys, if you're tired of every time you pick up your grandson, it's a business decision. Like you're like, okay, here we go. And it's like, what?
Yeah.
You having to think that hard to pick up baby boy.
Yeah.
No,
that's bad.
It is.
We got to do some work, homie. Like we cannot live there. You don't want to live there, do you?
No.
So man, just the basics. Get really good. Get really good at the boring stuff, which I know nobody likes that, but that's where the key to success is in anything: financial, spiritual, relationship. It's all the boring stuff that nobody wants to do. Get real good at that, and then slowly start to add more stressors to it, right? And you just progress, and then before you know it, you're a freaking savant.
You know what? Actually, I'm going to get on my soapbox for a minute because this is where I get pissed off too, since we're talking about this.
Whoa.
Coming from the bodybuilding industry, okay?
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many people are, oh, you're a bodybuilder. You probably squat a lot, blah, blah, blah. Okay, first of all, I always make a joke. I look a lot stronger than I actually am. Okay, cool. Whatever. It's all funny jokes and games.
I got respect for that joke, though, and I'll tell you why in a minute. I respect that joke.
But two, actually, so many people in this industry, sorry, I'm gonna yell. They're like, I'm just going to keep adding weight and adding weight and adding weight. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't go that heavy all the time.
Yeah,
You want to know why? One, my body's hurting.
Yeah.
And I can't push anymore. Or two, I know that I'm going to compromise my form.
Yeah.
In the wake of what? An ego lift over here?
Yeah. Yeah.
Get over totally your freaking ego.
It's totally different.
But it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Simple basics. And you can still maintain your health. You can still build your muscle that way. Yeah. And so I'm so tired of seeing people that are just like, I loaded this much weight and now my knee's all jacked up and my buddy. Yeah.
Well, and for people that aren't bodybuilders, like that perception,
it's discouraging too.
Yeah. That's a lot of weight.
That's a lot of weight.
Yeah.
And you're like, it is discouraging. Like
it is.
Am I ever going to get there?
Yeah.
And why? But like, so just that vulnerability and openness of like, not necessarily are most people like, is your form being compromised because you are, like, and people that aren't necessarily in the bodybuilding space that you
so it's so
that.
different, man. I'm glad you said that because bodybuilding and what I do personally, I'm not talking about what I teach, what I'm teaching my guys who are trying to get back healthy do. Okay. Because that is different.
It is.
I'm trying to teach them how to live a better life and lose fat adipose tissue. Okay, different one. But the art of bodybuilding is totally different for what I do. So for my programming, and I'm so glad you said that. Bodybuilding is time under tension. Okay, like that's what you guys do, and it's hypertrophy. So you guys hypertrophy. I'm sorry, and you guys are trying to build muscle, but it's time under tension. It's not about how much weight. It is literally the control, the flex, the squeeze. It's all about that, right? For you guys.
And some people don't understand.
And it's not, as a matter of fact, I would even say this for you guys, like it should be, at least for the great bodybuilders, like the old school guys, like it's actually frowned upon to just be throwing weight around because you're not getting the contraction, the extension, the contract, like all those different phases of how muscle flex, right? You're not really getting all those when you're just trying to move weight. And so I would say for you, like that's really cool that you understand that because that is bodybuilding. For me in my training, like for what I do for myself, I am all about like I want to be as strong as I can be as I get older. Like I want to be very, very strong. Because if I do that, I know I've got strong bones, right? Yeah. I know I'm able to live longer, stronger if I do those things. So you see me squatting 600 pounds. I didn't start there.
Right.
I did not. Yeah. Like I did not start repping out 500 pounds or repping out 315 on bench press for sets of 6 and 8. But also, that I'm there now, but I didn't start.
But that's great too. Like it feels amazing when you start upping weight.
Sure.
Like it's great. You're like, okay, I'm getting stronger and it feels good.
Yeah.
But you got to start somewhere.
But there's no ego. Like there's no ego lifting. Like if you were to see my programming, I'm doing more of the weight that is effortless for me to do versus doing 650 on squats. I might max out one time a year, if that. Yeah. Every now and then I'll go 90% of my back squat, bench press, deadlift. Every now and then. So I am still like, I live in trying to do my best at like mastering the lifts and slowly going up. Because I'm playing a game where it's weight. And if you're not smart, something could happen, man. So if you want to be about the weight, you got to make sure that you check your ego. Because if you don't get hurt, your longevity of lifting, or if you do get hurt, your longevity of lifting it's going to get shortened. So
can I say this about the gym? Leave your ego at the door. Thank you.
100%. You ain't gonna be in there long if you do. You're gonna get hurt. You try to put some weight on there you have no business doing. You're gonna be walking out. Yeah, it's not. I just don't understand. I've never been that guy, and I probably have never been that guy because I've been spoiled to be around great coaches. I've been spoiled my whole life, and I'm so thankful. So for all the coaches out there that have coached me, thank you so much. I've been spoiled to be around people who actually like taught me, hey bro, wait. Like I know you want to just throw it on the plate on, but remember, you got this, and this, and we got a game, and we got like I had people that in my stupidity said, no, don't do that.
Mhm.
Where other people may not have that all the time, you know, or maybe they don't care to have it. Maybe a little bit of both.
That.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Anyway, soapbox.
Done. Love it.
What I think is cool about, though, like people in this industry and in the healthcare and medical space is that you have a different passion for helping people and for health. I just feel like it does translate, like bodybuilding, your eating habits, like this conversation translates so well to what we do on a daily basis. You know what I mean? Like tying it back all back together, you know, it does.
Yeah, it's all the same.
And so,
and it gives you a working in healthcare gives you a different like perspective overall on how you want to not only treat your own health, but the people around you, and how you want to maybe direct them in different ways to help them be healthier individuals, your family, your loved ones, your kids, parents. My parents ask me questions all the time. I'm like, I'm not a freaking doctor. I don't know, but I can tell you what I do know, you know, but it just gives you a different perspective and you maybe live a little differently.
And that's why I think like it's so like what you were doing is it's so great.
100%.
Like, I mean, well, and I think your experience as well and on this side of the industry and this side of the fence of sales, I mean, is going to do and already is doing wonders for you.
Yeah,
like
appreciate it.
As you transition back to that side of Josh Jones.
100%.
One thing that I always loved in like your friendship and just as a colleague, and like you had this have this ability of like through the hard through the hard moments of the job, you still coach, but you also stay so grounded in making sure you're staying true to yourself and pouring into. He would always say like, am I pouring into all sides of Josh Jones? Like each bucket, like, are my buckets full? Sarah, are your buckets full? And like helping me check myself and find balance in this role. I'm so excited for you in this step to like, I don't know.
I appreciate it.
You know?
I also think that you had to, and this might be like a full circle moment for you now, but you had to, I think, in God's plan, you had to step away from the fitness a little bit and go through like this other side, because you would have never found what you really wanted to do in the fitness industry.
You're preaching right now. You don't even know it. Keep going.
Until you went through that and saw those patients like that. And now you found, you got
purpose.
Redirected and you found your purpose.
Yeah. I would, man.
Isn't that kind of cool?
You know what? Respect, man.
It's kind of cool.
I don't have all the answers, man. I don't know, man. It's so crazy because now you got me thinking. But I thought I could get away, and this sounds so weird. I don't even know if this makes sense, but I'm gonna be open. I tried to get away from coaching because I thought that was one of the reasons why I was failing in another part of my life. So I thought, and we can go there, y'all just ask me, but I'm not going to give it up till you ask me. All right. We're going to play that game. We just will. We're just going to play that game. So you got to play.
We're talking about Josh Jones's bucket.
Yeah. So I thought that was one of, like, I have to give this up because this is messing up this. And so I gave up coaching, which was hard for me to do because I didn't know that I loved it as much as I did. And so getting out of it, it kept coming back. Like people would call me, coaches would call me. Like I never could cut it off. It was always like pulling at me. I'd be driving in the middle of Odessa to a rig, and I would get a call from a coach. I'm like, why did these fools keep calling me? I'm done with that.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll get mad at it because every time, because every time they would call me, it would be a reminder that, hey, bro, why did you leave?
Yeah.
It would be a reminder, hey, why'd you leave?
Which, where was your head at with that? When was it?
Where was
it a second guessing? Like, I don't know, did I leave? Or was it?
That's what I had to live with every day, Sarah. That's why I didn't want nobody calling me, man. I think I changed my phone number.
Oh,
no, I'm not even lying to you.
Oh God.
I changed no. I changed my phone number, and they found my phone number, called me. I'm not even playing.
It probably pissed you off more too because you're like, I don't really have an answer.
Now
because
I have an excuse.
That's the but I had to like that was the problem is it wasn't real. So I was like living a lie.
Yeah.
So every time I would get a call from somebody, or hey man, we miss you. Why the freak you miss me?
Yeah.
Like I would just get mad. Like, man, stop missing me.
Yeah.
I'm done with that, you know. But it kept coming. It just kept on.
Mm-hmm.
It kept on. Hey man, can you just train me? No, I don't train no more.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, at this school, there's a strength coaching job open. You want to take it? No, and stop calling me about that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've been gone for 2.5 years. Why are you calling me?
But isn't it so funny how God orchestrates things and just like he has a calling and a purpose for your life, and like you may pivot and think, I'm gonna do this, but like in retrospect, you're able to look back and see all of the continued ties and like how that ties into your purpose now, and like bringing I don't know.
And part of that goes back to the whole surrendering and
yep, it sure does. 100%. I know. No, you're right.
Just saying. I won't preach anymore, but
I know. I love it, dude. You're so right, man. Like
it's true.
You're just so right. That's so true. So I am trying to do better at not running.
We all do it though.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, I know we all.
We all want to control everything, especially us like super entrepreneurial overachiever people. We want to control everything.
I know. But I don't know. I'm excited for what the future holds. So
we're excited for you.
Really, really excited for what the future holds. So yeah.
Well, Josh Jones, if you could leave just like one piece of advice for anybody listening today, what would it be?
Yeah. I would say, know your reason why. I would just say know your reason why. Whatever it is you're going to do and pursue, just make sure you know the reason why. Like, what's the reason behind it? And I'll say this, and I'll try to explain. So even as a strength coach, which I think this is why it was good that I left, is that became an idol.
Mm-hmm.
And I loved every minute of working. Saturdays, Sundays, like I was always getting a touch at being a strength coach, to the point where that just kind of became who I was, and that's all I did. And I kind of forgot about God. I forgot about I wasn't going to church. I was in a new city. I was in Dallas, and all I could think about is I wanted to be the best. I wanted to be the best. I wanted to be the best. I wasn't worried about building relationships with the people that I was supposed to care about. Love. It was just work, go, work. And you need to get to the point where you ask yourself, like, why am I doing this like this?
Mm-hmm.
Is it because you're running from something? It's because you're trying to be better than your past and your parents. Like, are you running from a ghost? Why are you such a workaholic? Like, I'm not saying that you have to quit, but maybe what you're doing at the pace that you're doing it at might need to be baptized. Maybe it does, maybe it does. I don't know. But I know for me, I had to continue to ask myself, like, what was the reason? Like, why are you doing this deal?
Mm-hmm.
And what does it draw back to? So I don't know, I would say that. And hopefully, again, for me, your reason why, if it is incorrect, it leads you, in my opinion, no, it doesn't have to be yours, but it leads you back to Christ. Because to me, at the end of the day, that's really what matters.
Mm-hmm.
And I do it imperfectly, by the way, straight up and down.
We all do.
Very imperfect at it. I'm still learning, but I'm starting to do it. Everything you do, like, why are you doing that? What are you doing? Why are you doing it? So That's what that would be my advice.
Love that.
Yeah.
I love it.
So.
Thank you so much for being you.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on.
Thank you for coming on. We appreciate you, and
some fun.
You're doing amazing things, Josh Jones.
So, it, man. Thank you.
Yes, I'm so excited for your future and for your business and see where you are. Haley and I have this thing where it's kind of quirky, but we just say, like, imagine where we're going to be in a year.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's with God's grace and mercies and blessings. And I mean, we wouldn't be able to do it,
100%
without him. And
No
but
doubt.
it's so cool to like just think, like, close your eyes and just think about where we're going to be in a year.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm excited to see where you're going to be in a year.
Yeah.
Me too.
So
we're in your corner, and we're rooting you on.
I appreciate you guys.
So
Thank you.
all right, tune in next time, guys. Bye.
Peace.